Hey, everybody. On today's show, we're going to talk about 4 possible issues you may encounter with a real estate CRM. Number 1, the software is inflexible and rigid. Number 2, poor integration. Number 3, a painful learning curve. And number 4, the price tag. But we're not just going to talk about problems. We're also going to give you the solution to those problems. Hope you all enjoy it. Let's go for it. Welcome to the Aegis Martech podcast. I'm your host, Chris Chiatti with Aegis Martech. And the goal of this podcast is to empower and provide resources that build up tech-enabled small business owners who can confidently leverage their business software to generate more revenue, gain a competitive advantage, and enrich their professional relationships. All right. Well, recently we were asked a question, what are the risks of using a CRM? What issues could a real estate agent encounter which might deter them from working with CRM software? So here are the 4 top issues, common issues that we've encountered with real estate CRMs, but more importantly, some solutions to counter the problems. So problem number 1. The software is inflexible and rigid. The number 1 feature of real estate CRM that you want to look for is usability. If it's hard to use and you have to slow down and change all of your processes, you'll end up entering data for 2 hours a day, and that's just not okay, or time efficient. As they say in Texas, that dog won't hunt. Your technology should be an enabler of business, not a disabler of business. If you're required to change your process and the way you do business just to suit the software, say no. Okay? With the right CRM software, you'll be enabled to do the job you want to do without making unnecessary and complicated changes in how you do them. The number 1 feature of real estate CRM that you want to look for is usability. That's important because depending on your position in your company, if you're an independent agent, if you're a team leader, broker, usability, that's going to determine the adoption. If it's hard to use and you have to slow down and change all your processes, you'll end up entering data for 2 hours a day, and that's just not okay, or time efficient. Your technology should be an enabler of business, not a disabler of business. If you're required to change your process and the way you do business just to suit the software, say no. With the right CRM software, you'll be enabled to do the job you want to do without making unnecessary and complicated changes in how you do them. This becomes a huge problem because any solution that either lacks customization options or the flexibility to adapt to specific business requirements will fail. Full stop, period, dot. It's going to fail. So don't waste your time. Find a system that's flexible and meets your needs as a business owner. So what's the solution, Chris? Well, the solution is customize your software. Take a moment to examine your team's needs, either your individual needs, if you're an independent agent, or your team's needs, or your agent's needs. Again, depending on where you are in your business and or organization. Questions like, what features and tools are you looking for? Examining your agency's needs will help you in determining which CRM software is the best choice. Purchasing real estate CRM software without doing adequate research beforehand tends to be the cause of problem number 1. Because agents become frustrated by the inflexibility and rigidity of software because it simply doesn't suit their needs. But also, again, going back to the solution, many CRMs offer free trials for buyers to discover whether the fields and displays can be easily edited, deleted, or changed to fit their needs. Before committing to a CRM, identify the features and dashboards that can be customized to ensure it meets your needs. Moving on, problem number 2, poor integration. Now, another problem agents have with certain CRM software is poor integration of tools. I mean, even if you have the very best and latest techie tools with the sleekest look, if your tools can't connect to the databases you need, you'll be in a bind. All right? Integrating your technology solutions is necessary for your business success. If CRM software doesn't allow you to use tools you love, you may lose valuable insights and analytics or have to find an entirely new system to manage transactions. Okay, so imagine this scenario. You dump all of your leads into a brand new CRM only to find out that it won't communicate with your website. It doesn't allow you to collect leads from Facebook ads or Instagram ads or TikTok ads. And it won't process your landing page contact forms. Now, if you're generating a large number of leads online, you want those leads to be seamlessly imported into your CRM because there's no way you can import them manually without wasting your life away. That's the problem. So what's the solution? Solution is, the solution is ensure your CRM integrates before committing to the paid version. So we notice this problem comes up most often with agents who use the free CRMs that their brokers provide. No offense to brokers. Not a bad option. Because it's free. But if you're not choosing an end-to-end CRM platform, you must be 100% certain the software you choose will merge with your existing systems. So you may be just locked in on a certain mail client. It could be Microsoft or Gmail, or you like this email marketing platform or these social media platforms. Find out beforehand. Make sure that those integrations are there. Most providers publish any software application they integrate with to help you make the decision. So you'll usually somewhere up in the menu bar, it'll have features or resources, and it'll just they'll have a little link there for integrations, and you can see all the other applications that they integrate with, and just go in there and see if make sure that your application is listed. And you would be surprised at how many you'll find. But also now, there are do-it-yourself third-party providers such as Zapier or Zoho Flow, which can easily integrate with software that your provider may not have on their list. So if your provider doesn't have a particular app or piece of software on their list that you need to integrate with, you can always use a third-party tool like Zapier or Zoho Flow to bridge that gap and to connect those applications. CRM software is great, but integrating to other real estate solutions is necessary to experience the full benefits of the system. Check these integrations before paying for a CRM. Problem number 3, a painful learning curve. So if the learning curve of a real estate CRM is cumbersome or too steep, agents won't bother you with using it. Again, they'll just check out. Hands up, checked out. I'm out of here. It's that simple. And we totally get it. Agents are already stretched thin by the enormous amount of multitasking they perform. A real estate CRM that isn't user-friendly, requires exhaustive training, or lacks easy-to-reach customer support will fail. Now, that being said, CRM systems are not set it and forget it technologies. Sorry, folks. That's just not reality. They absolutely take time up front to learn. Agents must commit to learning how to use their CRM system and managing it daily for best results. Now, the learning curve, and I'm doing air quotes here, the learning curve scares off many agents. But ultimately, it's a minor inconvenience that leads to long-term benefits. So what's the solution? Solution is be patient with yourself and find learning opportunities. Yes, the learning curve is real, but here's a few tips that'll make you a pro in no time. Tip number 1, watch tutorial videos so you can learn on your own time. Online, you can find support videos, live training webinars, one-on-one demos, and you know already, YouTube is like chock full of stuff. Tip number 2, join community groups with peers who are also using real estate CRM. This is a great place to ask questions and network with others who are learning or have made it successfully past the curve. And I mention this in every episode. I mentioned it in this one. We have a community group here at Zoho for real estate. There's going to be a link down in the description. Well, let's move on. Tip number 3. Now, if this is your first time working with a real estate CRM, consider starting with one that just, it isn't too technical or advanced. And if you need to expand into it, you can kind of open it up and kind of really get, additional cylinders going, in it if need be. So just start off with one that isn't too technical or advanced to begin with. Next tip is inquire about free training opportunities and resources from your CRM provider. As prospective vendors, if they offer complimentary training programs, these are like intimate one-on-one or group training programs for you and your team. Request a demo. That's another tip. Request a demo. It never hurts to ask for a sample. Take your prospective CRM for a test drive, and you're gonna hear me say that over and over again. Take it for a test drive. Request a demo before you make the purchase to ensure, excuse me, that it's a good fit for you and your team. So now, moving on to the fourth and final problem. The fourth problem is it's too expensive. That's not true. I mean, these things, CRM start at like $20, $25, $35 a month. However, check this out. Vendors may lure agents in with the free or least expensive edition of their software, but it's unlikely that you'll use these entry-level tiers forever. You get what you pay for, folks. It's usually true in these cases. And you may encounter limited features and scalability. So it's best that you budget for the mid-tier or the enterprise edition. Just make sure that what you start with. And again, it doesn't mean it's going to be super technical, but you want to have those features and functions already there available to you. So just make sure that you budget for the mid-tier or the enterprise level edition. And again, these things aren't too expensive, but there are some out there to where their whole business model is a gotcha. Hey, let's just get you in the door, get all your data in, and then, oh yeah, by the way, we're about to 10x what you're paying. I mean, it happens. It's unfortunate, but that does happen. Okay. So often agents, run into problems because, they fail to ask a software vendor what is included in the price of the solution. So, I mean, things like, is customer support an additional charge? Will the vendor provide complimentary services to help me if I encounter any problems? Are product software upgrades done automatically at no charge, or am I responsible to implement and or pay for someone to administer the upgrade? I've been caught in that vice before at a different software provider many years ago, and I wasn't used to it, but yeah, that definitely caught me off guard, and I left. I bounced. I said, I'm out of here. No bueno, man, no bueno. Another question you may want to ask is like, how often, or better yet, when was the last time the software vendor had a price increase on the CRM service? So if they're jacking up the price like every year, oh yeah, we had a price increase 6 months ago. Well, when's the last time before that? Oh yeah, 6 months before that, and before that, oh 6 months. Also, like every 6 months, you guys are just up and away, right? Kind of like, what's that? Mighty Mouse, Superman, whatever that cartoon was when we were kids, or my era, up and away. But is that is that what's going on here? Okay, I see. So definitely find that out beforehand, because without getting these answers straight away, agents can run into problematic bills and expensive fees. So the solution is to do your research. Avoid the question marks, okay? Along with asking the questions that I just mentioned, here are a few steps for successfully avoiding unexpected fees and price tag problems, okay? Number one, get the free trial first, okay? Number two, request a free product demo with Q&A. So just don't show me a demo. Let's go. Sometimes the demo could just be a recording. We'll just send you this recording. No. Let's do the demo. Or as long as they give you a Q&A afterwards, because you want to have your questions lined up. Number three, triple check what customer support is included. Are there levels of customer support? Say, hey, listen, at all these tiers, is the level of customer support going to be the same? What's the difference? At least know upfront. You may not require that much handholding or customer support. Okay, but at least find these things out upfront. Number four, understand your business requirements and get answers before you spend money. Number five, ask your peers and colleagues, what CRM software do they use? Number six, join free vendor user groups during the trial period and get feedback from regular users. Now, although from regular users. Okay, restart. So, those are the four problems that you may encounter with a real estate CRM. And although these problems do come up from time to time, we're convinced that finding the right real estate CRM can be hassle-free and beneficial to your business. I hope I was able to provide you with some tips and strategies, on how to go about ensuring that is your experience and your reality and your truth, as the cool kids say these days, when you're looking for a real estate CRM. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, just be sure to put it down in the comment section. If you're listening to this on Buzzsprout, Amazon, Spotify, you can send me an email. My contact information isn't hard to find. I think that's about it. All right. And just the same way I like to close out every episode, just like to invite you to, if you're looking for a real estate CRM or a CRM, to feel free to give Zoho One a try. I will have a link to a free trial down there in the description. I am an affiliate, full disclosure, but you don't have to use my link. Just go to Google and type in Zoho One, and you'll go to their landing page and you can go through them. I just want you to just at least, give it a try. It's great software. It's a great business tool. The people are just absolutely phenomenal behind it. That's why I'm doing this. So number one, definitely give Zoho One a try. I'll have a link down there in the description. If you want to have, and I also, created like a little course on how to get started using Zoho One or Zoho CRM. It's on this platform called Trainer Central, which is another Zoho software. I will have a link to that free course. It's a free course. And then once you sign up for the course and you go in it, the link to sign up for your free Zoho One trial account is going to be in there too as well. And last but not least, if you are a Zoho user and you have a Zoho sign-on and a Zoho subscription, and this could be a trial version as well, feel free to join the Zoho user group. And again, that group pulls in everybody from within the real estate industry. We have residential agents, commercial agents. We have investors, wholesalers, flippers, lenders, stagers, attorneys, inspectors, everybody. Yeah, definitely that invitation is out there too. That invitation is extended to you as well. And I will have it down in the description. That is it for me, folks, for today's episode. Hope you found some value in it. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.